Telecentres today are providing mainly access to technology, free access for the citizens and training on digital skills. But they are also working with people, providing advice on how digital transformation affects their lives. And it's important for people to understand that technology can be used safely and for people to have confidence in using technology. And I think that's what telecentres kind of facilitate, this understanding that technology can be used for their benefits. I think that the main topic of the conference, which is digital skills for future work, is really inspiring for our organizations, and it is inspiring for their strategies and for the services they provide to the citizens.
It's important to have conferences about digital skills because the definition changes very fast. So it's a moving target, and digital skills need to be understood, monitored and audited, because what was important yesterday may not be important today. So this conference is really crowdsourcing the right answer for what digital skills we think are priorities.
It's all about skills. The digital agenda is a little bit about infrastructure, but infrastructure we're actually quite good at in Belgium. I think that the new infrastructure is skills. We don't need that everyone is an engineer in coding. What we need is that everyone has the basic digital skills. We see today in the workforce that 60% of the population has the basic digital skills. By 2020, 90% of the jobs will need some digital skills. So we will need all actors that are available to make sure that we train everyone.
But we should also have a look beyond that. It's not only for employability, it's really far beyond. I mean, today you cannot be an included member of society and an active citizen if you don't have this minimal level of digital skills as well. So yes, today, together with literacy and numeracy, we should definitely consider ICT skills like another basic skill. And without that, if you don't get them, again, you have a very poor start in life.
I think the industry has an enormous impact on how the future of digital skills can evolve. We have created a project which is called Digital Champion BE. Every Belgian should be a digital champion, where we follow the lifeline of a person. So we start when the kids are very small, we start eventually with coding, then they go to the primary school, secondary school, high school, university, and then the rest of their life. And in each of the moments of their life we have some projects which we sustain.
Today during the talk I wanted just to make sure that everybody understands that the change of technology might look rapid, but by the time it's mass scale there is plenty of time to react. So as of today only about 7.6% of retail in Europe happens online, and it took about 15 years to get there. So the key is not to panic, to take time to plan and think what the customer does and what the behavior changes so we can be ready for the future.
I was really amazed by the fact that we discussed extensively about the fourth industrial revolution and how all of us should follow the latest trends so as to be adaptable in the near future.
The fourth industrial revolution is about all the new technology that's enabling a cyber-physical world and how that all integrates to change not only the economy, but also our social structures. Most of the policy discussion around the new industrial revolution is around things like, how do I make sure I capture the economic value for my society so we don't get left behind? That's clearly an important thing. And also, how do we ensure that the risks of the technologies are managed while balancing the opportunity for innovation? So this leads to governments doing things like creating standards and cooperation for interoperability, basically ensuring that the technologies are safe and ensuring they can work with each other across all of these different systems. But that's only the first bit of it. The bit that policymakers are still trying to grapple with and get ahead of is, how do we look at the social transformation that they cause, the number of people that it puts out of work, and what do you do to transform that workforce? How do you redirect that workforce with the use of new technology to addressing things like climate change or biodiversity loss or the aging population? And that requires a much broader rethinking about how policy is made, and not just in government, but in government in partnership with civil society, in partnership with industry. And those sorts of experiments are going on, but they're only just starting. And that's really the direction of travel I hope to see more in the coming decade.
Telecentre Europe is a place where people can share ideas, share knowledge, build partnerships and collaborations. And that's why we built the I-LINC platform, which is a place where experts and stakeholders can come together.
I think that we are going to share with my colleagues the atmosphere, the big and wonderful atmosphere we have got during the 2 days meetings. And the second one is the high level of knowledge coming from everywhere.